Oh, another wonderful Sunday evening of NFL football, Week 5. We are ready to get into it as the Bills and the Patriots battling out in the most unforeseen battle anybody would have ever predicted. Is New England somehow down by 10 in the fourth quarter Buffalo's down to the Patriots? Anyway, we're going to spend some time covering the NFL, cover our teams, and cover some of the games we've taken a look at this weekend. Thank you all for joining us. B, what's that last thing I need to say? Don't forget to like and subscribe. B, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just trying to get through this football Sunday. It sucked. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, it wasn't any good for me either. We'll both talk about both of our teams' shenanigans, or I don't know what that was today.
Lack of shenanigans. Let's just put it like that.
Jesus. It was pretty sad.
Of course, James Cook's not in the lineup or not on the field when it's first and goal. Jesus Christ, Buffalo!
He gave it to the other guy. They're going for the tush push.
I don't want to. All right. Anyways, which disaster of a football game do you want to start with?
I'll start with mine since it was over early. Not that I think they both were. They both were. Again, I keep going back to what I said at the beginning of the season for my Las Vegas Raiders, in that, I wasn't very high on how they will play this year because Geno Smith he's a good kind of middle ground quarterback, but wasn't going to be enough to take the Raiders to the next step, honestly. They only won 4 games last year. Right now they're sitting at, 1-4 right now. They went out and played a pretty darn good team on the road. The Colts have kind of proven themselves to be a good team this year. And they got waxed. They went out there and got butchered. The Colts put up 20 points in the second and third quarters. 20 points in each quarter. And that pretty much was the end of the game. The Raiders only put up 6 points total, had 3 in the first quarter. This was not even a game worth watching, to be quite honest with you. I watched a little bit of it. I want to say the first quarter up to maybe that first half. But by then, it kind of looked like it was over. Let's start with the Raiders' offensive line. It's either a combination of how bad their offensive line is or the fact that Geno Smith does like to hold that ball just a little bit longer. But they are having a tough time keeping Geno Smith upright, man. He's not a mobile quarterback. There are times he makes questionable decisions, but one thing it isn't questionable is Geno Smith be on his back a lot. And, it's they got to find a way to keep this guy on his feet and get him some protection. The 2 interceptions didn't help today, obviously. I don't know what to say, but it was a whack game. It wasn't a good game at all. Offensively, they weren't able to get much going. Defensively, I thought they looked pretty stout that first quarter. And they looked like that we might have an opportunity or a chance here, but that quickly faded away after 20-point second quarter, and the game was pretty much over by then. So. I don't know what to say about this game, man. It was
it was bad.
They were missing Brock. They were missing Bowers. Okay, so they were missing probably their top target.
Thanks a lot for making me wake up into a full panic mode this morning for my fantasy team. I get this. That's what I woke up to this morning. I woke up and it was like Brock Bowers is out, and I'm like, dude, I have to get this. I have to get this ready at before 10 a.m. It was like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, dude, I was trying to sleep in. Because I'm not watching the Vikings and Browns this morning.
No.
Like, ain't nobody watching that. London didn't even want to watch that. They were just forced from the NFL. But in any case, yeah, no Brock Bowers. Honestly, dude, I don't think that was going to make a difference regardless of what this outcome was. Man. Yeah. 40-6. They just said second and third quarters, we're just going to blow them out. I mean, even in garbage time. Yeah. No touchdown, a field goal with that there. It's a combination of offensive line. It's a combination of, wide receivers, Ashton Genty, Genty. What do you have, 14 carries, 67 yards?
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it really didn't matter because
not from what he did last week.
Yeah, but who's going to run the ball when you're down 30 freaking points? I mean, you got to throw the ball.
Well, that's true, too.
And so I just think Genty just wasn't going to be effective enough early on to do anything. But, you know, look, we all knew that the wide receiver core for the Raiders wasn't going to be the greatest. Brock Bowers was definitely going to be the top target in this offense, and he was missing. Trey Tucker, I thought, you know, has been the guy that has kind of gotten those longer plays, which is great. But it looks like Geno Smith has yet, or the Raiders offense has yet to find a stride to where they can get Geno Smith throwing the ball a little bit quicker, because I think that's all they need to get the ball out of his hands, because the guy's holding the ball too long. He's trying to force passes, which we saw in the last game, and it's just this isn't a game to look at and try to judge the Raiders. They just got their butts handed to them, but I'm sorry, they, after being 1-4, you got to start thinking like, what was the, and this is what I said at the beginning of the season, B. What was the point of getting a quarterback that's going to just kind of hold up what is for the time being? There has to be a second play behind this that gets something going in that quarterback room for the future, because right now it's looking like they're not gonna be a very much different team from last year. So
you may need a coach for the future as well.
Yeah, well, get Chip. I already said earlier about Chip Kelly. I mean, why is he there? Who hired him?
Pete Carroll hired him. What you mean?
Chip Kelly, the same guy that was trying to change Ashton Gentry. Oh, he needs to bend down. He's 5'3", bro. What are you talking about?
He's 5'3".
You want him to bend down like a normal run back? You can't even see over the top of anything. You got Kai Cenat back. You got Kai Cenat back there in the backfield, and you want him to bend down so he can't see nothing. No, go ahead and do what you've been doing, young man. And, you know, and anyway, but Chip Kelly, I've never trusted him. I thought it was a crap show in Philly when he traded away LaShawn McCoy, Shady McCoy. You know, I don't trust that situation at all. So I'm low on the Raiders, bro. This is looking like a dumpster fire right now.
All right, so how many wins do you see the Raiders even trying to get for the rest of the season? Dude, if you lose to the Titans next week, you've hit an all-time low. Although the Titans came back against Arizona today.
Yeah, we might, because you know, it was pretty obvious that Cam Ward had some words to say and he's got some fire in his belly and wants to win some games because he's a rookie. You know, and there's a huge difference between a 1-4 team with a rookie quarterback with talent that's trying to grow and a 1-4 team with a journeyman quarterback trying to do what? Tread water, make the playoffs? I have no idea what the Raiders are trying to do. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's the issue. And then we've got a coach who's 95,000 years old. That, like, it's almost like we seriously, like we made our team older for some reason, but it's not going to get us into the playoffs. So what is the actual point? So yeah, you're right. We might lose to Tennessee because they're going to be coming in on a high, and we're going to be coming in hoping that we can, I don't know, win a game or two. So I don't know, man. I'm just.
He said 95,000 years old.
Yeah.
Bro, your schedule don't get easy either. Like,
sure.
The one hope you have is the Titans.
Go ahead. Who we got after the Titans, B? What you got it up. So who we got?
You go to Kansas City.
Great. Awesome. Okay.
You get the Jags at home. Not a pushover.
Yeah,
at Denver. Then you got the Cowboys. I mean, honestly, you may not get a win until the Browns. At the end of November.
So I have been petitioning for the past 2 or so years for the Raiders to just bottom this thing out. Remember last year being when we were at the top? Remember, it was us and the Jags. Remember, and we had the number 1 overall pick at one point with about, what was it, like 4 or 5 games to go? And then we commenced to winning 3 games.
Yeah.
I'm like literally trying to get the Raiders to understand, just bottom. I know it's illegal. You can't do it formally, but just bottom this thing out. Bottom this thing out, get the top 5 pick, and go get a quarterback. I don't know if there are any good quarterbacks coming out next year, but at this point, like, we can't keep doing this, man. From Garoppolo to Minshew to this. Like, we've got to go in a different direction with the quarterback. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you might as well just start Kenny Pickett.
I mean, they could.
What do you have to lose?
What's the difference between Jenny Pickett and Geno Smith, man? It's the same thing.
Did you just call him Jenny Pickett?
Well, I mean, my bad. Kenny. Jenny Kenny.
Tomato, tomato. Uh,
I'm sorry, Kenny, if you're listening. I'm sorry.
that was
It's just
hilarious.
nobody's checking for you. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody's looking for you.
I mean, look, if you lose to the Titans with Geno Smith, then you might as well just start Kenny Pickett. You might as well.
Don't snort anybody. Just roll the same thing out there. What I'm saying, and just dumpster fire this the rest of the season. Win 3 games, 2 games, and get the top pick, please. Because I'm sorry, I can't keep doing this every single year. Every single year. We got.
Hey, man.
What's up?
No, I was just sorry. I got distracted by the preview of Tron. I can't wait to see that. My bad.
Bruce chiming in with Samuel Jackson, Michael Jackson, Lamar. Well, in fairness, Lamar Jackson did play today, but Lamar Jackson, Ravens are done.
Yeah, they're done. We'll talk about that in a second. Raiders gonna draft Arch Manning. You don't want.
He's not.
He's
not
did you
good,
watch
man.
the game?
I watched some of the
and
highlights. It wasn't.
Oh my god, dude.
Nah, it wasn't it, man. That wasn't it.
Nope. All this hype around him at Texas, and he's not showing it so far.
Nah.
And what sucks though is because he's living in the shadow of his brothers, or
uncles.
his uncles, right?
Yeah.
Art,
and
Eli
his
and
grandpa.
And
his grandpa
Archie
Archie.
Manning. But welcome to that quarterback room.
lot of domes.
Oh man, dude! You know who would have a field day? Is those companies who make the spinning globes? They just use Peyton Manning's forehead to cover the earth.
Bubba's forehead grew throughout the years, but no,
it stretched because every time he
that
took his helmet
hairline.
off, it was just took off from there.
Man, he should have wore the do-rag. He should have wore the do-rag under the helmet.
That would have been hilarious. Hilarious.
Oh man, but no, I don't think Archman is the answer. He hasn't had a very good season. He's not even going to get drafted this year. If he's smart, he'll come back and play college next year. If Texas still wants him there, we'll see how they finish.
They got transfer portals throughout someone's going to trade for him. Apparently, like transfer portal, aka trade for him.
Pretty much NIL money, baby.
Yep.
So. Now that we're done with the Raiders, let's move over to the other team, the Ravens. Now, going into this game, we have 2 teams that just got blasted today. There will be me and B, our teams. That's who got blasted. So, unfortunately, Houston had the best game of their entire season today. Taking on the Ravens.
Did. Like, damn, they were frustrated about something.
They had not been playing very well up until this point. Coming into this game, they were 1-3, so it wasn't like they were knocking socks off. But man, they heard the news about Lamar being done, and they were like, you know what?
Ears went back.
We are going to destroy these guys. We're gonna get. They tried to win 3 games today. They tried to win 3 games in 1 game today, and that they did, man. They butchered y'all, man. Y'all's defense was like, nah, we gonna take off with Lamar. But B, talk to us about it, man. I know they were missing some folks, as it looks like the infallible Jared Allen has thrown another interception.
No, I missed it.
Bruce.
What?
No, I was expecting Bruce to defend his boy here.
Oh, you mean Josh Allen? Not Jared.
Not Jared. I'm sorry, Josh
Allen.
Jared Allen.
King Henry lost his throne. Dude, he had 33 yards rushing today. Like, you know how bad today was just overall just watching this game? Like, one touchdown, man. And look, I'm not trying to use injuries as a excuse, but the amount of players that Baltimore had out today, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, their starting quarterback. You have your starting safety in Kyle Hamilton. You have your starting linebacker in Roquan Smith. They had to rely on a 3rd-string guy to wear the helmet to call the defensive plays. Like, that's how bad this was, man. But the defense is just... Here's a list of everybody that was out. Lamar Jackson, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, all on the defensive side. They're 3 best defenders here. All right? And then in Ndamdi Madabuki, he's got a neck problem, so he's done for the year. and then Patrick Ricard hasn't played, and then Ronnie Stanley was hurt too. So this is
Yeah,
what you get. This is what you get.
this was
And
a preseason game, pretty
it,
much.
it literally was, man. And I mean, injuries are a part of the game, right? You still got to play the game. But I mean, this shows you when your top players are out, there is no excuse. Like you don't have, or you can create an excuse and it's legit. Like that's how much Lamar Jackson means to this team. Because at least with him on the field, you still have a chance. But the defense, man, this is the worst that I've seen this defense in a very, very long time, to say the least. This has always been a
Yeah, it was
top
rough.
five defense every year, and they're giving up the most points. This is the most points they've given up at home in a very long time. They're at the bottom of the pack when it comes to overall defensive stats here. 44 points at home. Like you're hitting, this is just an all-time low right now, but you have to take in consideration the injuries that they're just sustaining right now. And it's not going to get any better for them as well. Because we all know when you make the playoffs, your season isn't easy the next year. You're still playing a difficult schedule regardless. Um, and they got the Rams, the Bears, at the Dolphins, and the Vikings. And so they do have a little bit of a break in the schedule,
Yeah,
right?
but the real story is what's going on with Lamar Jackson?
That's the thing. We don't know. They haven't really said how severe the strain was to the hamstring. So we really don't know how bad it is right now. All we know is it's week to week with him right now. So who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, this is.
It just you're running with Cooper Rush now, and it is what it is. So I mean, Isaiah Likely returned to the field today. Nowhere to be found.
That dude's
Um,
been a ghost.
Well, he was hurt. I'd say he
Oh,
was
I thought he
hurt
played.
for the.
Okay.
Nah, he's been hurt. Mark Andrews had a little bit of a he's having a little bit of a final success here, but I don't know, man. Like we're just rolling out there hoping that nobody else gets hurt. And Zay Flowers doesn't have a quarterback to get him the ball. Cooper Rush cannot get him the ball.
I mean, look, I mean, you can't expect too much from Cooper Rush again. I mean, well, 3 interceptions probably didn't help, but you know what I mean.
No.
But it just was overall a crap show. I didn't watch a lot of this game because, to be quite honest, because Lamar Jackson was out, and you know,
I'm
what's
watching
there
it.
to see?
My team's on TV, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
your
watch
team.
it
Yeah,
there.
your team.
But
Yeah,
at
I get
some
it, but
point,
I'm
it's
not
just
watching
like,
it.
dude, when Houston went down there on the first possession and scored, I'm like, man, it's about to be a long day. Like Baltimore just doesn't give up touchdowns like that. They don't. And damn, like they literally just marched down the field like it was nothing and just said, cool, this is how it's gonna be all game. Easy enough, man. They gave up 7 points in the first quarter, and then after that is double digits for the rest of the game.
Dude. Again, just a butt kicking, old
Yeah.
fashioned butt kicking.
So I think it's safe to say both of our teams are going to be going through these ass whoopings for quite a minute here, unless something tragically changes, which I don't see it being here.
Yeah, but at least you got your court. If you get healthy, the Ravens will be all right.
There's
Okay.
that 1% chance right now, that 1%. But you fall to 1-5, you might as well consider it because you damn near have to be perfect for the rest of the year at that point. So that's what you're looking at there, and you
Yeah.
still haven't played you still haven't played the Steelers. So they got to find a way to get this done, man.
Yeah, I mean, if they get healthy, I think they got a shot. I mean, obviously the Steelers are kind of building a bit of a cushion, but dude, worse are things that have happened. Aaron Rodgers could crinkle like a paper airplane. Next week we don't know what's going to happen.
I think it's safe to say that it's the Steelers division to lose because when you look at the rest of the division, it's terrible.
It's terrible. That's what I mean. Like you guys have a fighting chance. I mean, since Cincy, they're in the same boat you are, except even worse. They don't have.
But their quarterback's not coming back at all. Period.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
If they bring him back after 3 months to be a part of this shenanigans, I got to be like, dude, I'll wait for next season.
Yeah.
There's no need in coming back, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, let's pivot to a game that was actually very good, and that was the 49ers and the Rams going into overtime in a very good game. Dude, this was like the OG 49ers Rams game from, I want to say, what are we, about 5 years ago, maybe further back. So man, I thought this was a really entertaining game. B, I know you had some questions about the quarterback situation, which I thought was interesting. I don't know why you chose to bring this up, but apparently, Mac Jones, has been playing. He was fair. He was fair with the Patriots. Played pretty well this last game. 33 for 49, 342, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack, and out of nowhere, Kendrick Bourne, 10 receptions, 142 yards, crazy. Gets in there and gets busy, and of course McCaffrey being somewhat of the workhorse, but looking at the numbers, Jones had to really get something done in order to make this happen, and played a very good and stout Rams defense throughout this entire game. So kudos to him, dude. Yeah. So B, talk to me. Do you seriously think Mac Jones
100%.
has the opportunity to take the starting job for Brock Purdy?
1,000% he does.
Okay, you gotta tell me how.
All right, so when Mac Jones was entering the draft, Kyle Shanahan had nothing. He wanted nothing to do with Trey Lance at the beginning. His guy, when they were looking at the draft, looking for a quarterback, while they had just signed Jimmy Garoppolo to a long-term deal, they were looking for a quarterback to kind of push that over the edge, right? And Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones ferociously. Like, that was the guy that they were targeting here. So they ended up going with Trey Lance. Now we see how that goes there. Let's flash forward to this year, right? He gets Mac Jones, and there's nothing more than talks about Mac Jones having a really good ball, how pocket presence, all of this here. Whatever you want to do, right? Well, Purdy suffers an injury after the first game. Mac Jones comes in, wins 2 games, right? Then the rest of the Niners offense goes down. He goes into Levi's with absolutely nothing besides Christian McCaffrey, right? He made Kendrick Bourne look like Terrell Owens for a game. Like, that's the kind of game Kendrick Bourne had. Mac Jones stood in there and took an absolutely beating in there. But here's the line that I'm more intrigued with, right? He was sacked 9 times. Still threw for 342 yards, 0 interceptions. 0. Yeah. And so now, as this week was leading up, I sat to myself and I'm like, this is very similar to when Jimmy G got hurt and when Brock Purdy took over, right? Trey Lance was done, and then Jimmy G comes in, damn near blows his ankle out, and then here comes Brock Purdy, and it's a revelation. And the Niners start winning games, and everyone's chanting his name. They get to the NFC Championship game. He gets hurt, right? Blows his elbow out.
Yeah.
And then they say, it's your team, right? Let's flash forward to this year. There's something more to Brock Purdy's turf toe that we just don't know about. How does Joe Burrow get turf toe? He needs surgery, but not Brock Purdy? And you could tell in his face last week it didn't look good. Like, he just did not look comfortable. And Mac Jones has stepped in and took over like if he was the starting quarterback, QB1, not QB2, like QB1. And I said, if he goes into SoFi and he wins this game, you got to start talking. It's a conversation that has to be had. And the reason being is because you're winning games still. You're 4-1 now.
Yeah.
You're 3-0 on the road. Like, Mac Jones is keeping this thing going and making it even better in my mind right now.
Yeah, and I think it has to be mentioned that just about all of the 49er offense is gone, okay? From Kittle to outside of McCaffrey, but Kittle, who am I missing? Jennings, who ends up being out this game. Brandon Ayuk is gone. And dude, so most of your receiver core is pretty much in shambles. You don't have your tight end. You're missing most of your core players. So for them to go into SoFi and win this game, there's a lot on that because the Rams were ready to play and they had all of their players. So the 49ers defense with Salah back I think they're back to where they should be. And they're a 4-1 team in a division that is extremely tight. So you got to give them credit because Seattle got it done. You got the Rams who are 3-2, Seattle's 3-2. This thing it's going to be a battle for them all year. So the fact that they lose their quarterback, lose all these offensive players, and still are able to win games, that's a huge benefit that most teams in the NFL don't have.
And so when you look at the Niners' schedule for the rest of the year, it's about as a cakewalk as it gets. Their next toughest game in my mind right now is next week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then after that, the Falcons, the Texans, the Giants, who just, I don't know what happened to them today in New Orleans.
They went back to being normal, man.
The Panthers, the Browns, the Titans, and then the Colts. So, I mean, and then your division. So if they go into Tampa Bay next week, right, and they win that game, you're talking, and with Mac Jones, there's no sense in bringing Brock Purdy back right away. There's no sense in rushing it at that point. Yeah, you invested money in him,
and I don't think they will. I think I agree with you on that. They're definitely going to allow him to sit out because they tried to get him back last week. That didn't work out. But you have a viable backup that can at least hold water, and do a little bit more actually.
Well, he can't hold water because he kept cramping up all game. The Mac Jones ate 11 bananas Thursday night.
He did
on the field. Like, why are we? That was instead of like, well, first of all,
he was grimacing the entire game. My man was limping all over the place, boy.
I thought Gatorade was a sponsor of the NFL. Like, why are you guys cramping for?
Dehydrated inside of a dome.
And now you're going to a really warm climate next week. You don't think you're gonna cramp up there? Like,
somebody get this man an IV stat.
Here we are thinking that the man's hurt. He's just cramping. And I'm like, all right, never mind. Like, Jesus Christ, I thought you were hurt. Mistaking your weakness for cramps, for crying out loud. But I mean, what do you think, T? Like, for me, I think it's a.
You owe it. You're not gonna just have this guy start the rest of the season and bench Purdy. Now, it does give them the opportunity to let Purdy rest. I will say that. Now, if this becomes a situation where Purdy misses a large amount of time, meaning it's the Joe Burrow type situation where he's missing the entire season or most of it, and then you have Mac Jones come in and do something incredible in the playoffs, then it's the Brock Purdy same thing you talked about when Brock Purdy got his opportunity. But I think for now, this is just an opportunity for Brock Purdy to get fully healthy. They know they can win games. Perfect. Give them a few more games. Brock Purdy is going to be put right back in there. And once they get those other offensive players added into it, that's only going to make the team better as they go forward. I don't think that there's a quarterback controversy just yet.
I beg to differ. It's there. People just don't want to talk about it. But it's not wrong with admitting that Mac Jones looks really good right now, throwing the ball.
He played well.
You know what I'm saying? He's a pocket. He stays in the pocket. He's a tall quarterback. I'm going to let that also sink in as well. Brock Purdy is technically short.
Oh, man.
What? It's the truth.
Brock Purdy too short.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
That's messed up.
That's all I'm saying there. Not saying that he's a bad quarterback, but I guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan rocks with a hot hand, right? He will rock with it, and he's also got the guy that he wanted from day one when that draft took place there. So I don't care what you think, but if the Niners continue to win games, it is going to be a hot seat for Brock Purdy. When he breaks into training,
it will be a hot seat. I think if they win, we roll off 2 or 3 more, and Brock comes back, there's gonna be a little bit of added pressure. I will say. Yeah. That. Now, if Brock Purdy wins, it's not gonna be a big. Nobody's gonna care. But if he comes back and drops a game or something, yeah, you'll start to hit him.
If he comes back and looks like what he did against the Jags, yep.
Interesting.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say there. If he comes back and looks just like he played against the Jaguars, you guys are in trouble. And then what? You're going to switch back to Mac Jones? You're going to have to stick to one. You better figure out which one you want to stick to.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I'm going to say.
I hear what you're saying, man. I think it's a little early for that, but you never know. It depends on how long will Brock Purdy be out. Because the longer he's out, the more fans will start to connect themselves with Mac Jones, especially, of course, if he's winning. If he's winning. So the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills are tied. There's 1 minute 13 to go.
Bro, the Patriots are just trying to.
Yeah, they're trying to
Good
win
for
a
the
game here.
Patriots.
They're moving the game. They're moving the ball. They're about. No,
They're
in field goal
territory
position.
right.
So they could win the game with a field goal, but they got a minute and 13. They got to go for
Dude.
They got to go for this thing. I'm not just gonna run the ball 3 straight times if I'm the Patriots. They got to pretend like they need a touchdown.
Nah, dude, this day and age, 50-yard field goals are like 30-yard field goals, and 30-yard field goals are like 50-yard field goals for kickers, if that makes sense. Kickers can't make a PAT because it's 20, 30 yards out, but Lord and Hold, they're standing on the team's logo, and they just bang one through the uprights like it's nothing, right?
Yeah,
like, what the hell?
We've also seen some blocks and other weird things happen at the end of these games. So if I were them, I mean, they've been doing something the right way to get down the field. Continue doing that.
Oops, another pick by Chino. Patriots better football team than the Raiders and the Ravens. Bruce, I can't believe you're even saying that. Take a healthy Ravens team, and the Patriots are better than that. You're better than that. Come on, man. You know what? I hope the Jags just beat the Chiefs. I don't care how it happens. It just needs to happen. I don't care how it happens at this point. Okay. Trevor Lawrence and his long flock of hair and his big old nose is going to sit there and just throw all over the Chiefs defense there.
Squidward. Handsome Squidward. Oh, man. Well, it looks like it's coming down to a field goal. The Patriots, they ran the ball twice and then tried to throw the ball on 3rd down and didn't get
And then
anywhere.
Drake May just damn near killed himself
trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was stupid, man. That's why I say I hate when teams do this. You've been moving the ball so well. There's 1:13 to go. You get down to the 40-yard line, and then it's, let's just pack it in, guys, and try to kick a field goal.
Well, so not only that, but you have the Buffalo doesn't have any timeout. So I get it, but you didn't move the ball efficiently.
Yeah, but New England has all 3 of theirs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, New England's the one that you're moving the ball. You get down there. 1:13, you decide, you know what? We're just going to stop. We're just going to park right here and hatch an egg on the 40-yard line. Why not just keep going? Continue to be aggressive.
Oh, why is New England icing their own kicker? Oh, never mind. They had to do it because the clock was running out. My bad. My bad. Yeah. About those Chiefs. Bruce, I'm telling you right now, Trevor Lawrence is going to throw all over you guys. And don't mistake the Jags defense either. That is a really good defense. And they're at home. Am I right on that? I think they're in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they may be. All right, here's this kick. What is this, a 52-yard field goal?
Don't say anything. You know how far I'm behind on you.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to shut up.
Don't ruin it. Even though James Cook did me nothing today. Jeez Louise, man. I got to hope for overtime. Wow. Through the uprights.
Tell Joshy Poo to...
There's still 15 seconds on the clock. So...
Yeah, there is.
We won at least 2 games. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it. We're not under 500.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Anyways, let's just whip around the league. Right.
The 2-2 Kansas City Chiefs are the best team in the league,
according to Bruce. Panthers. Are the Dolphins just as bad as well? I mean, I know. Tyreek Hill's out.
No, not really. I mean, how did they? Let's see.
The Panthers beat the Dolphins today.
They came back on them. Yeah, I did see that. I mean, look, the bottom line is Miami's little speed spiel stick is dried up. It's not working anymore. They're not able to do it. They're missing Tyreek Hill. They don't have the necessary weapons to get this thing done, and the rest of the league has kind of figured them out. So, in my book, yeah, the Miami thing is kind of toast in my opinion. Now, they could reel off 5 games, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't see this panning out to where Miami is in the playoffs. They got to the playoffs one time, or maybe twice.
Yep, the game's over now.
No, yeah, it's over, man.
Woo! Look at that. So
there are no more undefeated teams.
Undefeated teams are done
They're
because the
done.
Eagles lost today to the Broncos at home. Broncos reeled off 18 fourth quarter points.
Yeah, they did. That's a
And
huge win for a
that's a
young Denver
big
team,
win for
man. Or at least
Denver.
for a
Are
young
you
quarterback,
kidding?
Bo Nix. In Philly, to go there and get this win, that's a huge win for them. And it was a tough game throughout. Philly's defense really looked like they had them just by the throat. And then out of nowhere, in the fourth quarter, they find a way to get some plays. So kudos to Bo Nix for getting that done. Not the greatest looking game, but he was able to help lead his team.
Yep.
And it kind of goes back to what, this was one of those games where they told Saquon Barkley, you're not going to win. And they put the game in Jalen Hurts. And this is something the Phillies kind of been dealing with most of this season, is their offense has really been kind of,
They're not getting their star players.
it's like feast or famine with them. They either get everything or nothing. Or excuse me, it was one half versus the other half the past two games, but they haven't found a way to create some consistency across the board.
Saquon Barkley with only 30 yards, but I do want to give kudos to Denver's defense. That Denver's defense is pretty good. They were going into the season as a top 5 defense here, so and they looked all the part today, kind of when it mattered here for them. But I don't know, man.
Are you a little surprised though that Saquon has 6 attempts versus Jalen is throwing the ball 38 times?
Yeah, that's like taking the ball out of Derrick Henry's hand. Your best player, Saquon Barkley, needs to touch the ball at least 10 to 15 times. You have to at least get him the ball. And the same thing with AJ Brown. I've been saying that. They're not utilizing their 2 best offensive weapons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not taking away anything away from Devontae Smith, but AJ Brown, there's no one in the league that really matches up with him, right? And you guys had a great season with Saquon Barkley last year, and all of a sudden it's been a ghost town with him. So I don't know what it is, man. But then again, Philly's still 4-1. Like, so do we hit the panic button now, or why are players upset? Why are players upset that they're not getting the ball? Like, there's got to be something just that's screaming this.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks because you lost against a good team in another division. So, that's where it kind of stands out. If you get your butts kicked by, let's say you lose to the Giants. It's like, okay, bad team gets a beat on you. But whenever you're playing against other good teams, that's when people really start to pull out the measuring stick and see who's what. So, I mean, that's a great win for the Broncos. It puts them in first place overall in the AFC West. Wait. Does Bruce know this? Does Bruce know that Denver is the number 1 seed in the AFC West?
No, because he's not looking at it like that. He still thinks the Chiefs are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The game of the day, Buccaneers and Seahawks. That was fun.
I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, that was fun, man. Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold were throwing darts left and right. I think in total for the entire game there were only 10 incompletions. Like, that's how on point these guys were.
Yeah.
And the Buccaneers went into Seattle and won a game on the last second kick. And I think we need to start talking about the Buccaneers a little more.
4-1. They were an interception away from pulling that game out against Philly.
Yep.
A bad interception. That's on Baker Mayfield, or the ball was tipped, but still. So this team is legit, and I think we've talked about this before, man. This team last year got a lot done, played good teams very well, but lost a lot of games by 3 points or less, or 7 points or less. So if they could just turn the tide on a few of those games, they're right there. And so they're a shoo-in to win their own division anyway. But they're also showing that they could play pretty well against the better teams in the league. So I thought that this was a very entertaining game. And man, it's the egg. How do you say his kid's name? Egbuka.
Egbuka.
Let me get it right. I don't want to mess it up. Egbuka. 7 receptions, 163 yards. There was a lot of throwing in this game, as B said. Baker Mayfield threw for darn near 400 at 379, and Darnold threw for 341. Both quarterbacks.
Or touchdowns.
Both quarterbacks pretty efficient for the most part. Darnold did have a higher completion percentage with 4 TDs, 1 pick. Baker Mayfield 2 TDs, but both of them had 134, 135 ratings. So this was a good old fashioned barn burner.
It was. And here's the thing: the Buccaneers have won every single game or lost a game under 6 points.
Yeah.
This is what builds character. This is what builds championship teams, is being able to go into high pressure situations and going to get a win. And that's exactly what Tampa Bay went in to do today.
Missing Bucky Irving too.
Yeah. And they still found a way to pull it off. Yep. So they need to be taken a little more serious now. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play out, because now they get into a little bit of a meat into their schedule there. You've got the Niners, they got the Lions, the Saints. I still, as much as I'm hard on them for not being good, they're still, Spencer Rattler's still playing good for them.
Yeah.
You've got the Patriots, who are now getting in some confidence. Then you go to the Bills, then at the Rams. Then you play your division. So they're getting into a really heavy, meaty schedule right now. With the teams that they're going to be facing, and then at the end of the year, it's basically everyone in the division, and that entire division sucks. So they have nothing to worry about. If they can get out of here with maybe 2 or 3 losses, and man, they're going to be sitting pretty good there.
Yeah, man. I think they're going to be very good. And there's no question they're going to win their division for sure. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with in that first round. I don't know if I see them as being a first round bye team, but you never know. But whoever is going to take on the Bucs in that first round matchup, it's not going to be easy.
No, it's not.
Hey man, remember I was telling you about the Chargers and how I told you, right? Chargers I don't buy them for 5 seconds. They always up and down all over the place. You never know what to expect from one game to another, and they showed that again today.
Well, Washington comes in and beats them.
They just went in and beat the brakes off of them 27-10. The Chargers are the same old team. Everybody wants to anoint Herbert like he's doing something special. They pull up all these stupid stats. But at the end of the day, the guy is one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks there are. He's a statue. He's always getting hit all the time. And maybe that's something that the Chargers need to do something about their offensive line. But this was one of those games. 22 for 29, 166 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
He was also the leading rusher today, too.
Because he was running for his life.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so sad for them. But Daniels was back at 231, 1 TD, had a nice little game. McCroskey Merritt. After they traded away... who was it?
Brian Robinson.
There was a big gap in their running back, and we weren't sure who was going to be, but this guy, the rookie, got an opportunity and has been making the most out of it. This was my dumb dark horse pick that I had in my fantasy team, by the way. So, but it's working. It worked out. It's worked out well this week. But I think he can continue to do that. They've been kind of shuffling backs around, but I think he over time is going to be the A1 rusher for the Commanders, especially if he keeps doing this. So kudos to that kid for helping me out with my game this week. Deebo Samuel, been some shade thrown at him, but he's been playing pretty well. Now they've got their quarterback back. Had almost 100 yards receiving, 1 TD. And they did a great job of just overall handling the Chargers, who couldn't really do anything offensively.
Can we talk about how old Bobby Wagner is, and he still had 14 tackles?
Hey, man.
The man's still doing it. In a position that requires a lot. He is still doing it. So kudos to him, man. But yeah, it's a
let's see.
What else we got here?
Well, not much to talk about. We watched one of the worst, or at least I saw some of it, the worst half for quarterback anybody has ever seen in Cincinnati and Detroit, where Browning was just, he was just awful. But he made up for it and at least made this game look presentable in the second half, and they actually put up some numbers to make it look
26 for 40.
Yeah, but
that wasn't
the first half, bro.
Yeah.
All that was after, my man it was rough. Jamar Chase had like 3 catches like the first half for nothing and nothing else. And he came on strong, had some huge plays in the second half, and they actually made this game somewhat of a watch towards the end. But the Lions kept killing them with the Lions are one of those teams that's so hard to play against because they utilize the middle of the field so good.
Yeah, they do.
Amon St. Brown is not afraid of anybody and is catching the ball on the run in between the hash marks all day, and so they're a very difficult team to deal with. Now we're not even talking about their running game, which with that 2-headed monster of Montgomery and Gibbs. So too much for a team like the Bengals who don't even have their starting quarterback.
There is some man, if Patrick has those players like Chase and Jefferson, my goodness. Well, yeah, but they don't have anybody. Anyways, there's something I want to talk about, dude. So the Titans get their first win, right?
Yeah.
Comeback win, 22-21. They would have lost this game if a certain player just held on to the ball as he was crossing the goal line today.
That's
Amari. It's been happening too often. Yeah. What is going on here?
I thought we were done with that. Do you remember the famous one with who was it? Was it Porter for the Steelers? One of them.
Yeah.
Was it Porter for the Steelers? It was somebody. Let me not say names because I know I'll be messing names up. But look, I would have thought after all these years, players would have understood that before I shouldn't let go of the ball when I score a touchdown at all. There should be no reason for me to let the ball come out of my hands or go anywhere outside of it being on my body. I should have the ball
touchdown,
the
man.
whole time. Yeah, until I run my dumb ass out the end zone or my teammates come to celebrate with me, then I can drop the ball, or something. But this guys, dude, the little flip with the hand, the little layup flip right before you get in the end zone is stupid.
Just get to the end zone, man, and then do everything. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson did it too.
Yeah.
But dude, how is this not does this need to be a focus point for teams in the NFL to make sure that your player crosses the end zone with the ball in his hand?
That's literally how you play the game.
My God, man, this is just atrocious. And guess what? Arizona would have won this game.
Yeah.
That's what cost you the game. It's not the fact that Tennessee came back, right? Yeah. But you put 7 on the board here. It's not even a discussion at that point there.
Well, stupid is as stupid does, as the famous man once said.
You're standing right there. You just need to cross the goal line with the ball in your possession, and they're just letting it fall out of their hands, just waltz right through the end zone. You know what I'm saying? They're just then they're doing their celebration, which is fine, but guess what? It doesn't count because you just cost your team the game. So for God's sakes, just hold on to the ball and just cross the end zone. Then do I love a good end zone celebration, but you can't do it if you're not scoring touchdowns. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not even. That's not even my team, and I'm frustrated.
Pick up. They need to focus on ball security. No Diddy.
There was nobody around him. That was the worst part about this. It was a 70-yard scamper, and he had nobody around him, and he said,
"I don't want it anymore. You can have it.
I don't want a touchdown. Hey, you fantasy owners, here, take this with you."
Oh, that would suck. Could you imagine, man? Okay, you got a 70-yard touchdown in the bag, and the guy just goes, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good."
Because we all know what 70 yards and a touchdown could score you in fantasy, but Lord and behold, that guy wants to.
What's that? 17? 17? Or no,
what?
No, what's that? 14? About 14 points?
It's about 14.
It's about 14 points, man. Come on now. Come on. Get it together, man. We got to go back to football elementary school and try to figure out how to get this thing done. Break the plane.
Hey, real quick before we leave. Kuminga came to his senses this week.
Oh, Lord.
Signed a 2-year deal with the Warriors.
All right. Yeah, he did.
Just real quick. Because he wasted...
the Kuminga got him, y'all. Kuminga cursed him.
He was like... He put the voodoo curse on me.
You said his name. You ruined it, man. Now it's coming for you.
Like the boogeyman, pretty much.
Kuminga. That's how it's been for every Warrior fan this offseason. The moment they say Kuminga, they just start choking because that's how bad this situation has been.
You spent all this time just being a baby about your contract, and you literally just signed a 2-year, $48 million deal, which is only $8 million more than you were originally offered. You know how dumb that looks?
Yeah.
Like, come on. We went through all of this just for you to just wait? Come on, man.
Hey, at least it gave Al Horford the opportunity to get a haircut because he made sure he shaved all his hair down for this game.
Good Al Horford, I mean, look, yes, are the Warriors old? Yes, we are. God, we are old.
Got a few young players. A few.
Dude, Al Horford turns 40 this year. Like, come on. Steph Curry's turning 37. Yeah. Draymond looks like he's 50. It's Team
and you see he got Draymond got the whole Rick Ross going.
Yeah, he got the spider web in his face. You know, he's running up and down the court going, oh. You know, it's just like, come on, man. Come on, we old as hell. We old as hell.
Oh, man. I'm ready, man, because we open the season against you guys.
Yep, on NBC. Yay!
Yay! October 21st. I'm ready. You know, get my Lakers out there. No important Lakers to speak of playing in any of these preseason games. Yeah.
I hate that.
I'm still waiting on Luka and LeBron.
I hate that.
So that's kind of ho-hum, but you know what? You know, it'll come. It'll come.
I'm sorry, man, but in the NBA, it's a little different. You can at least get a 5-minute run in and then call it a day.
Yeah. They could.
But not to have Luka or LeBron play. You already missed the first game.
Yeah.
Just go out there and get 5 minutes. Like, just get a run and see what it's like.
Steph was like, I'm gonna play 15 minutes, score 16 points, and leave. Like, or if he even played that many minutes.
He did. So all the starters, or the big three, I guess you should say, were told you guys got 15 minutes. They played the entire first quarter.
Yeah.
You don't see that in the league nowadays.
Not in a preseason game.
Nah. But all I'm saying is, that's what you want out of your start. That's setting the standard from your star player, right? Curry doesn't have to do this. He's been in the league for 17 years. He does not have to play a minute of preseason basketball. But that's how important it is for him to make sure that unit, at least there's some continuity. I'm trying to use a big word and I can't.
Continuity. I got you.
Thank you, sir. But there's a gel to the team, right? You're expecting LeBron to sit all preseason, maybe play 2 minutes, and then just roll it out in the regular season.
He's not going to play in the preseason. I can promise you that.
Bro, no, he's not. And then he's working on his golf swing on the court.
No, he should stop. He should stop. I've seen it. He should stop.
I'm just letting you know.
It's okay, Bron. We don't need you to play golf. Okay, we don't. It's not something we need you to do. Curry did it. That's cool. That's nice. But we don't need you, bro. You're like 6'9", 250. You look crazy out there. Just put that little tiny club down. Pick up a basketball. Start dribbling. You know what I'm saying? We need to get you back out. But I'm not that worried about it, man. I think LeBron will be back for game 1 of the regular season. Luka will definitely play in the preseason. There's no issue with Luka. He's been playing until he played a whole month in the summer. So he's already.
That's why he looks like a toothpick.
Yeah. My man been zipping. I was zipping through a Capri Sun straw. I mean, my man going crazy.
Zipping through a Capri Sun straw. Come on, man.
We're going crazy, man. You don't even look this. I'm like, who is this guy? You know, anyway, but yeah, he looks good.
They thought it was Dalton Kincaid. It was
Dalton Connect or Kincaid, which one? But either one, look, I'm happy for him. He looks great. Can't wait to see him play. I think, to be honest with you, I watched Ayton play. He looked like trash. Did some good job rebounding, but he still seems he looks a little awkward still, so hopefully that's just him working the rust off. He played a lot of minutes today.
DeAndre Ayton, everything about him is awkward.
And he's my man was a little awkward. But rebounding, he's a monster. Did a great job. That's really all we need. He's got to be a little better with the alley-oops, though. He's got to know they're coming because he keep looking like, you know, it was almost like he got surprised.
He looked like Rudy Gobert.
He was like, no, dumbass. Like you're going to be getting a lot of lobs on this team, brother. If you near the rim, you might as well be prepared to jump. Like don't be caught off guard by the ball.
Yeah.
God, Luka gonna be throwing the ball over his damn shoulder. You don't be sitting there stupid, not knowing that the ball is coming your way now.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
don't know, man. I really wish I would have seen, look, because we're not going to get LeBron and Curry for too long. I think we either get
Yeah,
a year or
well, you
two
get this
less, and that's
season,
it.
dude. The Lakers and the Warriors are going to be on TV quite a bit.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's just the nostalgic of it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, we're not going to get this as often. So, as a fan, I want to see it. I'm going to be greedy, and I want to see it as many times as I want.
yeah.
And when your star player goes, man, the preseason ain't nothing. No, it is something. This is your opportunity to get that final tune-up in through training camp and get ready for the season. You're not asking to play 40 minutes, right? 5 minutes. Let's get a little flow going. We can see what we're working with. You can't put him on film right now because there's nothing to put on there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I think it'll be interesting to see what a full season of Luka and LeBron looks like. Let's not forget that Austin Reeves didn't even play in this game tonight. So
It's Austin Reeves. Come on. Come on. It's Austin Reeves.
The Lakers are treating their superstars like with the bubble wrap. We got the bubble wrap out, y'all. We wrapping everybody up real tight, and we keeping them as fresh as we can for the season. That's what the Lakers are doing.
He looks like that kid from the Little Giants where his mom doesn't want him to get hurt, so she wraps him with bubble wrap.
He's bouncing off everybody.
Just spinning around, and then he finds a way to bang his head on the pole regardless. Like, it was good to see basketball on the TV though. On ESPN, Mike Breen. It was nice to see Curry in Curry form.
Curry, it was nothing for him. He just went out, threw up a few
rainbow
threes.
three.
Yeah,
he's like, all right, I'm good. 15 minutes, I'm in.
16 points, I'm good. I mean, I thought that Butler looked good out there. I still feel like Jimmy plays kind of a weird role with you guys' team as kind of that secondary guy, but he plays his role. He does a good job. I thought Draymond looked rusty. He just give him.
Draymond looked like his beard, rusty.
Yeah, but what was funny though? Draymond tried to do that weird ass mess on Jared Vanderbilt where he tripped. He tried to put his whole body. He tried to fall with his whole body on the man, and Jared Vanderbilt was like, "No!" It threw him over. And then tried to get mad at him because he thought he tripped him. I'm like, dude, you be doing too much, man. You know what you're doing, Draymond. You tried to belly flop backwards on the guy. Just chill. It's only the preseason.
Right? He was watching wrestling. Now that wrestling's
okay.
on ESPN.
Here come Bruce. So Bruce, you're gonna discover how much of a Laker fan I am as we go through this season. It's not gonna be pretty, my friend. Did you really just say the Lakers are? You gonna compare the Lakers to the Dolphins, man? The Dolphins?
I missed that comment. I just
what? The hell are you talking about? The Dolphins haven't won anything, man. The Dolphins, best thing the Dolphins ever done, they had an appearance in the Ace Ventura movie. That's the best thing the Dolphins have ever done. I think they have an undefeated season 55,000 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, in the 70s when none of us were born.
But you want to compare them to one of the most winningest franchises in the entire sports world? The Dolphins? Nah, bro. Nah. You'd been better off comparing them to your team. You could at least say the Warriors won something recently. But the Dolphins? Nah, bro. Nah. Come on, man. The Dolphins.
I thought that was great. He said, stop it, man.
Come on. Stop what? Stop you, man. The Dolphins. They won one Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls did they win?
One.
How many championships did the Lakers win? Stop it, man. Do you want me to start from 1 or 10? Come on now. You know I'm a Laker fan. You ain't gonna bring up Super Bowl and championships to a Laker fan. You should know that, Bruce. You should know that. You should pick any other argument but championships and any type of championship with a Laker fan. Come on now. Unless you a Boston fan, there ain't nothing else to talk about. You're lucky with the Disney ring. Yeah, we put that one on top of the other 16.
I was sitting here just eating popcorn, just enjoying.
Yeah, we put the Disney ring on top of the other 16. So now what? So what the other 16 come from? Disney World, Disney Planet, Hollywood Planet, Disney Universe, Universal. I don't give a care. We got so many championships. We could spare one for all of the teams you ever thought you liked.
Oh man!
Name your favorite player. Name your favorite player throughout the history of the NBA. And the Laker team probably beat them. Name your favorite player in the entire history of the NBA, and the Laker team probably beat them.
Man, we were supposed to
Please,
save. We're supposed to
please.
save this
The
for
Dolphins
October.
won. You think that means something to me? The Dolphins won 2. What that's supposed to mean? You'd be better off talking about the Warriors. At least they won 4 or 5. Excuse me, because they got 1 in Philly, right?
We have
How many y'all got?
6.
Don't
No,
make up
7.
stuff.
We have 7 total. 7 total.
Oh,
We passed the
okay.
polls.
Y'all still have a Yeah, I know. I said we put the Disneyland ring on top of the
other
16. So you gonna keep saying the same thing, or you got something else for me? Donald Duck MVP, LeBron James. Oh, okay, that's nice. What does that have to do with anything? Did I say I was a LeBron fan? See, you confused me again. I'm a Laker fan. You don't see the poster behind me? Is that LeBron back there?
He said, "I win."
No, you don't win anything. Well, actually, you know what? You do win. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and make you a paper mache championship ring so that way you could get that much closer to what the Lakers have. And then we could call your ring the Disneyland ring. How about that? You could wear that around town and
Bruce,
see what kind of respect
you
you
really
get.
got to compare the Lakers to the Dolphins. Come on, man. Look what you done started.
You must be tripping. I'm the wrong one. Come on now. You ain't gonna do that to me. Go ahead. Pull out a piece of paper, cut it, make a nice little thin line, wrap it around your finger, and write Disney on it. And put Warriors on the side, Disney Warriors. And then you could have a Disneyland ring too.
Nah, we didn't want it.
Well, you might want it.
We didn't want ours.
You might want it.
Nah, I've seen a lot of bad seasons. So the
Lakers did not beat MJ. Okay, guess who you about to be? You about to be when Curry leave. You about to be just like the Bulls.
Nah, we gonna be like the Hornets.
Y'all about to be just like the Bulls, wishing for the old days.
I'm already wishing for the old days.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And wait a minute. What are you talking about? Did Jordan didn't play when we won championships in the 80s?
Man, I am taking aluminum paper. I'll take aluminum foil as my paper mache ring. So,
good.
T, if you hit them out, I take one too.
Yeah, put that on there and wear that around, and then you could have a Disneyland ring too. That way you don't feel left out because you keep bringing it up, so you must feel left out. Go ahead and get you one. Go ahead and get you a Disneyland ring. That way you could join the club. You could be one of us. You could be a Disneyland champion just like us, like you always wanted to.
All right, man. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat dinner. We gotta save that for the end of October. But thanks a lot, Bruce. Appreciate you, man. T, anything else you want to chime in on?
Yeah, he beat him in the finals in '91. Yes, that's correct. And who's your favorite team again?
My favorite.
Because it sound like you just a hater more than anything else. Sound like you just a hater more than anything else. I don't talk mess about the Warriors. I've said that before. I don't talk mess about nobody's team because I like my team. But as long as I've been alive, everybody want to say something about the Lakers only because of what? Because they win. Ain't nobody hating on Steph Curry. You ain't heard me say nothing negative about Steph Curry.
Yeah. That's true.
So keep that to yourself and go down to Disneyland because it's a wonderful place. Stop talking bad about it. It's a wonderful place. go get on a few rides, and then you'll want a Disneyland ring.
It'd be too expensive nowadays to get down there. I'll tell you that.
It is.
Hell no, man.
It's probably cheaper to win a championship there than it is to go there with your family.
All right, man, we gotta go. I'm hungry.
All right. Until next time.
Bruce, thank you for always being in this chat, man. We really do appreciate it. But thanks.
People drive me nuts. My favorite player, MJ. Who your favorite team? The Warriors. What the? You ain't no damn man. Get out of here, man. Come on. I'm tired of this. These fake people talking about how you Warrior fan. I grew up in Oakland. You Warriors fans. Your favorite player, MJ. Why? Because your team sucked when you was growing up?
Yeah.
All right. I'm done. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful time. Peace, y'all. Have a great day. Until next time. Bruce, until next week, sir. All right.
Laters. Oh, man.